Peace and prosperity be unto all who's listening, watching. It's your girl, Shay Miller, right? And I'm back with another video. And today we're going to talk about trusting your intuition and how important it is to be in tune and connected with you and trust your gut and trust your inner self and trust your inner feeling and trust what it is that your body is telling you about certain things, people, decisions, whatever the case may be. So the best way to learn how to trust your intuition is, like, there's a lot of times in our lives where we'll second guess everything. We'll have a first decision, but ultimately we'll make the second. The second is like second best. You want to always put yourself in a position of making the best decision. So choose that first decision that you made, not the second. And trust what it is that you're feeling to be true. Now, about a person, if you feel that a person is not appreciative of you, you feel as a person is not accepting of you, you feel a person is not good for your energy, if you feel like a person is just not good for your space in general, then you need to trust your energy and your intuitiveness to know those things, right? Same with being in certain parts, like certain locations, certain environments, being around certain people. You'll feel the energy. You'll know whether it's okay for you to be in that energy or that space. And you have to trust what it is that you're feeling within. Because if you trust what you feel, then you trust what is in here. Because naturally, it's your higher self connecting to your inner self, inner you, allowing you to know that, hey, something is off, something is not right. And the only way for you to ever align and be balanced with your inner intuition is if you trust yourself enough to listen to that inner you. And that inner you is telling you, hey, you know we need to drink more water, but yet you consistently drink whatever, Coke, pop, whatever it is that you're doing to yourself. Your body is constantly reminding you, hey, we need to stop doing this. This is not good. We have to stop. Okay, this is not good for our energy. It makes it harder for us to breathe. But when we do this, we breathe better. We feel better. We work out better. And there's more life in us when we do these things. So the biggest thing about your intuition is knowing the difference between certain things that you're doing and certain things that you're not doing. And then the things that you're not doing may be the things that you maybe need to be doing more of, right? There's a lot of things that we do that doesn't give us the full effect of maturity or growth the way that those things that we don't do does. And if we fully listen to our inner self, fully listen to that inner voice, fully listen to our inner feeling, our inner trust, our inner self, like, you have to trust yourself enough. You have to have a strong relationship with you. And you got to believe in what you feel. You got to believe in what you think. Your higher self is saying, hey, this is not right. This is not good. This is not a good feeling. You need to stop doing this. Don't do that. This is not good for us. This person is not good for us. This job is not good for us. It's not good for our health. Let's move around. You have to trust your inner self is telling you the right things, because there's times where we can be over emotional about something. And really, we just need to take a step back out of the emotional realm, because sometimes it's just intuition and other times it's just us being really emotional. And then when you get really emotional, you get from the logic. And when you leave the logic, you're not thinking. So now let's break it down, because from a male perspective, like I broke this down in one video before. Male being the sun being logic. Men naturally operate from a logic standpoint. 24/7. Like, they're like, I need to see I results. Seeing is believing. That's what a logic mind is. Women are the moon, emotion, faith, inner feeling, inner self, inner realm. So naturally, a woman has the ability to know and trust and believe in the inner self, have a stronger connection with self. Now, I'm not saying man doesn't have that ability. A lot of men are strongly connected, especially a lot of spiritual men, strongly connected with their intuition and are very in tune with the world, the universe, and what's going on with themselves, and is aware of whatever traumas, pains, past wounds, and all these different things that's going on inside of them as far as outside of them as well. A woman will go through things emotionally before she faces them logically. What I mean by that is, women first cry and experience emotion to get to a logical point about things. We have to cry things out. And that's why when women make their mind about something, if they're like fed up or tired about something, they naturally they mentally make up a point in their mind, because we already went through the crying process of things. We already went through we already went through all the process that it requires us to get through. The crying process is what ultimately makes a person make their mind up about some things. So women will overcome things faster because we face things emotionally first, then think about it logically, then make a mental thought and a solid decision on it afterwards. The way a man will think about things is from a logical standpoint. He will make a logic decision about things. But men, now I'm not going to say all men, but most men are logical thinkers. They are the sun. Most men will have to face things logically before they can see it emotionally. So when you have to understand, when you deal with everything in logic, which is a good thing, because you don't want to be emotional, you want to be a logical thinker. But when you deal with everything on a logical standpoint, it doesn't give you the real analytics or the inner intelligence that you need, because you're not facing the emotion from it. The emotion of the logic is the backfire in which most people experience after. That point is a setback, because emotions usually slow down the process. Because I feel like the logic of things is like, okay, you got over the tears, you got over that. But men and women are different, and that's why we are yin and yang. And that's why men are sun, women are moon, and we naturally have different ways of thinking. Men are logic, women are emotional, but we both are logical. We are both able to be logical thinkers. This is why men are better communicators than women. It would seem like women would be better at communication, but women are not. We are not very good at verbalizing what it is that we feel, because naturally we're just not good at that. I guess we're so used, we want someone to figure out. I guess, like, we want someone to have the answers. So when I say trusting your inner intuition, it requires you to be connected to your moon and your sun. And you got to be connected with the yin and yang in you. Learning how to trust your intuition is really important. And you need to value it. Because, like, not a lot of people in this world have a deep connection with themselves enough to be in tune with what's going on with themselves, the environment, the people around them, and how their energy, what they say, what they do, how they are, affects their well-being. And you got to be aware of these things, because this is your life, and the life that you create is an everyday thing. So let's get focused, let's get real, and let's get in tune on a highly intuitive matters. It matters to me that you're in tune with everything around you and everybody in this world, because being connected is very important in the spiritual aspect. You want to be one with everybody. You want to be connected to everyone, and you want to know what is good for you. What's good, what's bad, what's not bad. You know, all that good stuff. You want to know what kind of people you can surround yourself around. You want to know all those things. So the best way to know that you're in tune is when you can make a decision without second guessing your decision. When you can you know when something's not good for you, and you trust yourself to make the right decision by not doing those things. When you know that being around certain people brings down your energy or drains you, and you don't put yourself around them, you don't allow yourself to be around them. Also is knowing certain environments don't serve your benefit. Being in certain areas, being around certain groups of people. If you know certain things about yourself, it's just like knowing yourself. When you know yourself, your intuition and being in tune with you is very valuable, very important, and sacred. And it's a way of living, a way of surviving, and a way of growing abundantly. So peace, love, and happiness, and let's have an abundant day. And I hope you all have a prosperous life. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and allow me to know what more videos would you like to see in your future. Love you all.